I try to get all this up. I don't know how people do this so well. Okay, I guess I can just turn it like this. I'm super sophisticated. I've got the phone thing on a, just tied to the chair. It's gonna be really hard to see chat, so I'll step away every now and then. And I'm a little early too, but I was going to be late because I'm making food. And we need food. And I've been wanting to try this recipe for a while. Yeah. So apparently it's called Egyptian dolma. I don't know if it's Egyptian or what. But anyway, it's a really cool looking recipe. Also, this is the first time I'm actually doing this. So let me know how the quality is. All right. Over here, I'll move these cans out of the way. It's really crowded here too because, again, this is my first time making this recipe. So I've already, I've got a jar of these. I tried making my own grape leaves because we have a grapevine outside. I picked them way too early. They were like this small, and when I tried blanching them in brine, they just shriveled up. So, yeah. 1 second, let me try to get the recipe up real quick. Okay, right there, thank you. Pull that to the side. Smooth side down on a cutting board. Put about 1.5 teaspoon of the rice mixture and place at the broad end of the leaf. Okay. All right, so this is the rough side right here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And this is the mixture that I just barely cooked up. This is one of those recipes that's going to take a while, so let's see, I don't have a teaspoon now. I'm going to have to move this chair a little. All right, I'll bring this back over. All right, and it's leaf side down, and they said to cut the stem, but it's not, it doesn't have a stem, so we're gonna take a scoop of this mixture. I've also added ground beef. I'll actually link the recipe in the comments below once I'm finished. This was just gonna take a very long time, and so I was gonna, yeah. Let me know if you guys like this kind of content. I know I asked before if you guys wanted to do like an IRL cooking stream or something. I was gonna do the Hollow Knight rigging today, but food is a priority and this is gonna take a while. All right, what I believe is supposed to happen now is you get it nice and tight right there. Let me rinse off real quick. Rinse. Let's see. Place the herb stems if you have them. Tomato slice. No, that's in the bottom of the pot. Fold both sides over the rice and roll, tucking it neatly. Okay. So that's not too difficult. So we're gonna take the leaf sides. Gonna go like this. And oh, hang on. Maybe I need to make this a little longer. Go like this. And like this, like that, or no, hang on, it needs to be like this, so it's more like there's an end right here. But yeah, I tried making my own grape leaves, and it did not work at all. They were like super crisped and extremely salty, so I just had to buy a jar from Walmart. Okay, so we're gonna roll. Oh, okay, probably not too tightly. It's not a sushi. Need to be very gentle. How am I supposed to tuck this in? My first one! Yay! I believe we're supposed to now put it in the pot. This one, and kind of go in a circle and make it tight. I tasted the mixture. It's rice, a whole bunch of parsley, dill, cilantro, mint. Added some ground beef, brown rice, lots of tomato paste. All right, this is the rough side, so we're gonna flip this over. Thank you for the hearts! You can't see those live reactions once the video is done being live, and usually the watcher or the streamer doesn't really see them. But whenever I go to someone else's stream, I like spam it. They never notice. All right, so we're gonna do another one. I'm just going to kind of guesstimate that this is gonna be like a teaspoon and a half. My in-laws, they cook very differently. I used to work back of house for a restaurant, so it's more like, come on, let's get it fast. Okay, that seems to be good enough. And just kind of move on. It's more about speed and yeah, it's good enough or whatever. Okay, there's no stem, so I don't need to cut that off. Nice. And fold it like that. I'm trying to make these into nice, tight little things. It looks like a little, what are they called? The little elf bread from Lord of the Rings, where it's all tied up like that. It's cute. In a little package like that. And how am I supposed to tuck this in? Just rolled. But anyway, they're a lot more precise. Here we go. There's a stem. So we're gonna go and cut this off right here. And wait a minute. Wait, hang on. Okay, so the rough side needs to be out, right? It's the rough side or smooth side down. Let me double check the recipe. Okay. Smooth side down, smooth side down. Okay, so it needs to be smooth on the outside. Okay, so I did this one wrong. Or no. Yeah, I did this one wrong because the rough side is on the outside. They're a lot more, but anyway, my in-laws are a lot more precise in their measurements. I'm just kind of throwing things haphazardly together. I'm a little bit more careful when it comes to baked stuff because that's a bit more scientific. ASMR. But yeah, these were gonna take forever. I've tasted a little bit of this. I normally kind of wait to taste test until the very end, which is probably not how you're supposed to do it. Like that, fold like that, maybe, and then like that to make it a bit more uniform. Yeah, and that tore a little bit. I lose my train of thought a lot. I'm sure you guys have already noticed. Here's another. Getting a little neater as we go. Gonna arrange them in a circle like ratatouille. Ratatouille. All right, so it's the recipe said to save these, because apparently they taste good. It's very interesting when opening the jar. It actually smelled a bit like the grapefruit, or not grapefruit, but the grape, you know, berry? Are they berries? There's a lot of brine and then just like a berry smell. I also need to update the titles too. I believe this is a dolma. Could be wrong. And it's apparently disputed where these originated from. I'm just choosing Egyptian because it sounds cooler. That's what the recipe called it. Yee! Oh, that's a nice tight roll. This leaf is a little funky. It's got some vine on it. Also, sorry for the lack of music. I literally just kind of threw this all together. Oh, it is going to take a while. I've got a whole bunch of leaves, as you can see from the strainer. Or the colander, if you're sophisticated. I'm probably going to have some leftovers. I can probably just freeze that for a future day. Or just eat it as is. Mmm, delicious. Alright, and then roll. Hello, Tyler. All hail the grape leaves, yes, indeed. Gotta be careful, they tend... Ooh, that's two. I hope these turn out okay. Sure take a while. Ah. Last time I made it was like a mushroom lentil Wellington, and I had to make my own puff pastry. Oh, I mentioned this before on another one. Hello, Dartivius. What's this? Woo? It's my very first cooking stream. This was not planned, but I was making these, and I would be way over time for my, planned stream. But I think they're called dolmas. Making Egyptian dolma. It's my very first time making it. Yeah, welcome. I didn't even know you could eat grape leaves. Actually, I'm gonna try a piece. Let me just try a piece of the grape leaf. Salty. Not as salty as the first batch that I've made, that I've tried to make. It seems like so little, you know? Oh, I also didn't have tomato sauce, so I had to water down some more tomato paste. Hopefully that will work. I was trying to look up substitutes for a few things. I also didn't have a fresh onion, so I used powdered onion. Kind of have to make do with what you have. If you have a random jar of grape leaves lying around, as every common US family has. Alright, here's that. Who knows? If you guys like this, maybe I can do more cooking streams. We'll do recipes that I know that I'm much better at. I'd like to think I'm a good cook. I have mused about opening a restaurant from time to time, or a bakery of some sort, for comfort food. I hope these don't dry out, and if that's bad, because this is supposed to take a while. Alright, smooth side down, get that. Oh, I've also started learning how to crochet for the first time. It is difficult. I've tried multiple times, and it's just really hard to pick up. I find knitting to be a lot easier, and kind of looking at the general consensus online, knitting is a lot easier to pick up, but it's hard to do different kinds of techniques. Crochet is harder to pick up, but it's a lot easier to do different kinds of techniques. So yeah, eventually I want to get into micro crochet. I think that would be super fun, but I need to master the basics first, unfortunately, as much as I want to just jump into it. Alright, like that. Keep it as straight as possible. Oh, and I did finish the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I'm so impressed. I absolutely love that movie. There was one time, it was in middle school, and I was in Okinawa during this time. I went through middle school, all of middle school in Okinawa. Anyway, we had our family consumer science class, and we were learning about cooking and stuff. And she had told us, hey, this day bring some ingredients and you can cook some food for like breakfast or something. And so apparently I was the only one who remembered that. Even the teacher forgot. But I like brought eggs and things like that, and she's like, "Oh, well, sure, go ahead and cook in the kitchen." I'm pretty sure everyone was like glaring at me as I was like cooking the eggs for myself, brought the plate over and just started eating. It's like, come on, guys. That should be the easiest thing to remember. I do like cooking, it's just a lot of work sometimes, and so I get overwhelmed. And I have an unhealthy want to constantly eat out. It's just so delicious. And it doesn't take as much time. But it's expensive. I know, this is thrilling content. I literally just started. So this is gonna be a while. If you guys have any, like, recipes that you like, I would love to know. It can get kind of tiring sometimes from our pseudo-Mexican, Italian, constantly. And then fold like that, and then like this. This is great content? Oh, yay! Thank you. You also struggle with eating out? Yes. My mind is constantly on it. Just, oh, we gotta go to Texas Roadhouse. Oh, we gotta go to Papa John's. But this is expensive. How you doing, kitten? You just watching? Wherever I go, Nox wants to be there. Oh, earlier today, I thought that I had ear surgery like a month ago, and it's still been kind of hurting a little bit, and we thought that we saw like the end of a stitch still in my ear, and we ran over. They got us in pretty quick, and thankfully it's not a stitch that was left in there. It looks like it, but the doctor had a magnifying glass to really look at it. He's like, no, it's just a scab. It's just a scab. That happens sometimes. So yay! I was worried because my ear has healed up so much. I was worried if any stitches were going to be taken out at this point, it would hurt. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know why. When I see like stitches and just makes me nauseous. Even with my own. It's just I don't like things sticking out of the skins. Hope you feel better? Yeah, I'm fine. It seemed like they were super worried. The receptionist was like, "Oh man, we'll get you in. Let me go ahead and find some doctor who's available." It's like, no, it's all good. It's just uncomfortable, and it's not on a vital part of me, so yeah. But yeah, it all worked out. It should feel better. This like scab should work its way out in a couple months or so. So it's more of a waiting game. You've never had stitches, ah. Well, I hope if you do that you're under anesthesia, of course, but it's super interesting. I was expecting a bit of pain when they took it out, and besides having to finagle a really tight stitch in the end, it didn't feel like anything. You don't really feel them when they take it out. It's very odd. But yes, I do hope that you don't have to have stitches. Okay, leaf. Okay. I'm slightly tempted to just put extra in these just to make it go faster, but it won't. Probably fold again like that. Fold. I'm kind of messing up the circular. If I spin it, I'll be able to see it a bit better. I have to grab a snack here in a minute. This is taking a lot longer than I would like. I normally, with recipes, I like to keep it about an hour long. Occasionally, I would do longer. But anything over an hour or an hour and a half, it's like, oh man, it takes too long. I do try to cook in bulk. As much as fresh food every day would be super nice. It's just not really feasible. So I just cook in bulk. Go like that. Squish. And rough side up. One day what I would love to do is have a Skyrim dinner. So like seared slaughterfish or just like salmon steaks and the grilled leeks. I've already made grilled leeks and those are pretty good. Just the whole shebang. Here we go. We're about a fourth of the way through. We're getting there. And if, by some sheer chance, I get this done before the hour is up, I might have to end the stream a little early. Just because I'm going to be tired after. It's fun to try out new dishes every now and then. I feel like I'm a little bit adventurous when it comes to eating new things. There are some exceptions, of course. My feet are already feeling it. At the end of every day, when I was working either back of house or maybe as a cashier, just standing all that time, even just up to 4 hours, my feet would be so sore at the end of the day. It would hurt for every step. And then I found out one of my roommates uses Epsom salt. And I asked to borrow some someday. Or not borrow, because it's a one-time use sort of thing. And that seemed to really help with it. With the aches and pains, I became a believer. Salt is the answer. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it a little bit in my feet. I know, like rocking back and forth is supposed to help a little bit. Probably comfortable shoes. The work shoes I have is like a steel toe and anti-slip, but those are extremely dirty, so I'm not going to be wearing that in my kitchen. No, sir. Those might be a bit helpful, at least with comfort. This one has a lot of holes in it, so we'll have to be a little careful. Alright, let's try to roll these up a little bit faster. Alright, start stacking these, I think. Or more toward, yeah, I squish them in the center. We squish them. I think surgeons like have not a tennis ball. I'm sure you'd have to have like a sanitary tennis ball to put your feet on, but like how on earth do they stand for that long? There's these braces where they kind of lock when you make a sit down motion. So you can technically sit anywhere. Little leg braces sort of thing. I have wistfully wished for them from time to time when I was working. Now I'm self-employed, so I'm sedentary. More sedentary than I would like. Alright, this one is a little delicate. To be careful. Stretch. This will definitely be one of those recipes where it's like, I'm glad you enjoy it, but I'm not going to be making it anytime soon. I'm kind of tempted to just eat one right now, but I should probably wait. Some recipes say that you can, you know, cut it in half. This one's already kind of in half, but no, you should do that. I don't really care. I'm just gonna eat them, eat the whole leaves. Then we'll see. I'll be able to gauge from there what is preferred. All right, there's gonna be a split, so I'm gonna go zigzagging kind of thing to tighten. Yep, seal it up like that. All right, squish that down. Nox sometimes comes over to watch what I'm cooking. Not a whole lot, though. They don't usually, you know, try to butt in, steal some food, which is nice. There are some times where it's like, come watch me! It adds variance to your day. Roll these up a little faster. Squeeze. Let me know too how the quality is. The lighting is a little bit better because I have my ring light right there. I don't want this to be like an unwatchable thing, you know? Like that. And then roll quick. And stem right there. And there's no stem on this one. In here. One recipe that does take a long time, but I do more often, is the steamed buns. Steamed bean buns. I do those more often because I like them, and it's not like having to cook everything in one go. You make the dough, you let it sit for 2 hours, you knead it, then you leave it alone for another 2 hours, and then you cook everything. I can never cook adzuki beans quite right. It doesn't get like the deep, dark purple, and it's not quite as smooth as other recipes make them look like. I don't know if I'm just not cooking it long enough or what. It still tastes good though. It's kind of strange that a bean can be so sweet. You add a ton of sugar, of course, but like normally with beans you would think more savory flavors. This is like a nice sweet one. Right here, I'd say we're about 2/3 through the leaves, I think. It's a lot of leaves. Alright, that's a bit too round. Roll. Alright, since this one has a lot of holes, we're going to be going more so like this. I'll have to be a little careful with the edges. Yeah, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this stuff. I've got tons of recipes, and it would be kind of fun if we did like a subscriber suggested recipes to try out. I know that there's a few European subscribers, so that'd be kind of cool to do more traditional sort of foods. Of course, within reason. I am not getting Wagyu. I am not buying Wagyu. I would love to eat it, but we have a limited budget. Yeah, that would be kind of cool to do a subscriber suggested one, because then you can judge me on how badly I'm doing it. Roll, roll, roll. Ooh, no, that should be covered. In the end. Ooh, these ones got a little frayed. Ooh, especially this one. Ooh, that's okay. We'll just try to stagger in between. Alright, how are we gonna wrap this up? Like this. And then like this. Then just more of a solid blanket like that. So, okay, right here. Keep going. There we go. It's gonna be an ugly one, but that's okay. It all gets mushed up in the end. That's what I say. Although presentation is sometimes important. I think it would be cool to go to a fancy restaurant once, but only the ones that, you know, actually have decent food and it's just not more performance than actual food. Me and my super fancy denim shorts. It's a risk, because either, you know, I'm people look at me and I'm like super poor, or they'll look at me and be like, oh wow, she's super rich because she's wearing all this trashy clothes. The average citizen. I am very curious how this will turn out. I hope good. I hope the leaves aren't too salty. I'm guessing they kind of leach into all the other ingredients. This one's a little holy too. Like that, and it's gonna be, oh boy. Oh gosh. That's another rough one. But the leaf wasn't very good. We aren't wasting any of these. Once all these are done, I believe we put like a chicken broth over top, and then a little bit more tomato paste, and then we're gonna, I don't know if we're gonna cut those up, but we're gonna also put those on the very top. It's a very interesting smell though, with the dill and mint together. It was a whole lot of spices, so I hope it's not too much. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be making this recipe again anytime soon. It's already been, what, almost an hour? And I'm only halfway done. Food! Hello, Wat Tambor! Welcome! Yes. This is my very first cooking stream. And this was impromptu because this recipe was taking a long time and we needed food more than I needed to stream. So I thought, yeah. How are you doing today? They look great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have no idea. I have very little idea of what I'm doing. Not no idea, or else that would have been bad. Seen like a video or two on how to do this, so hopefully I'm doing this all right. Bum, 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 bum. Roll. A lot of these are becoming more squat than long. I should fix that. You good, thanks? Just woke up. Oh, you just woke up. Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. Great way to start the day. A live stream. Alright, we are about halfway through the filling. Bum, bum. Oh, I have this lamp that helps me to wake up in the morning because I wake up around like 6 a.m. Normally the sun isn't out by then, so in order to help me, you know, get up a little bit easier, I have a lamp that, you know, gradually increases in brightness to kind of simulate the sunrise, and that helps a lot. So if you guys need that, there's they can be pretty expensive, but the one I got was on Amazon. It's like this cylinder look. So go for that. The other ones are very pricey. Hashtag not sponsored. It's actually brilliant. Yes. I also kind of need that light because I wear an eye mask. And so it makes it even darker for me. I've got sleep issues. Yeah, these are becoming a bit more squat than I would like. Or maybe that's fine. This one, oh boy, this one blanched too hard. It's too much. I'm unsure if I'll be able to use this one, actually. This one was on the bottom, at the bottom of the pot when I was blanching them. We be blanching. I live up in a mansion. I'll leave this to the side. Bum, bum, bum. Leaf. Indeed. I was hoping to be able to make my own grape leaves because the jar we got was like 15 bucks. We're not doing that again. Thankfully it was free shipping. But like, it's like, but free. But it's free. More stems, more stems. And separate these real quick. I keep having dreams of enormous tsunamis. I don't quite like them too much. I don't know why I keep having them too, from time to time. I also have like tornado dreams, but it's not like one big tornado. It's like 100 like tiny tornadoes going through. It's quite scary. Don't like him. Not very much. With the tsunamis, it's like this really rough water just kind of crashing in. I haven't seen any tornadoes, but I've been through 3 earthquakes. I think I've been through, I don't know what they're called, level? But level 6 one. I think that was actually in Virginia. Yeah. It's on an old fault line, so it's supposed to be kind of stable. But we did have an earthquake a while back in Virginia. That was unexpected. We just moved there from Okinawa and we're like, man, we left Okinawa and now we're here. We still can't escape the earthquakes. The earthquake followed you. Apparently, everywhere I first go to, the first year, it's always, oh man, it's the record heat wave. I just bring earthquakes and heat, apparently. Yeah, there's an earthquake here where we were not a few years ago. The earthquakes just follow me. Brought them to Virginia and then I brought them where I am. They just follow. There shall be earthquakes in diverse places. Is there someone here? Ah, okay. I forgot. Alright, and then just the center ones, and then we'll be moving on to our third layer. I've seen, like videos of when people make these dolmas. They turn the pot upside down. I don't think we have well, we might have a strong enough plate to do that. I'm just worried about any liquid spilling out. I also cheated. I'm supposed to not have the rice cooked already, but since it's brown rice, and I've already cooked it, and it's gonna take a while, I just figured that would be just fine. We'll see how that turns out. I'm okay with mushy rice if it just gets mushy, just overcooked. I'm fine with that. Strangely enough, I'm not a huge fan of mochi. I've tried mochi ice cream, I've just had the regular mochi. I'm just not a huge fan of it for some reason. I guess maybe... I think rice and I think savory stuff, not necessarily sweet. And so, I don't know if it's the texture or just the kind of sweetness in combination with the texture? I'm unsure. I'd like to give it a better shot. There's a lot of things I don't like that I'm surprised that I don't like. and I wish that I liked. Alright, we are over the halfway mark, thankfully, with the leaves. Peel. It's a big leaf. Another thing I'd like to try one day is sunflower head. You have to grow the sunflower and then cut it when it's still really tender, and then you grill it with oil, and it's supposed to be pretty good. Albeit a lot of effort for not too filling a meal. This is the smooth side. This is the rough side. The seaside. Bum, bum, bum. Make these a little bit longer. That should help with the shape, maybe. There was one time, this was in, let's see, home gardening, and we were going to, well, did we harvest apples? I don't know if we actually harvested the apples at my campus. So my campus has an orchard, an apple orchard, and we went to go and prune it, and I don't remember if we actually harvested the apples, but we had a bunch of apples. And we went to the culinary building, which also happened to be the tech building for some reason. It was pretty cool. Just a huge, huge kitchen. I always thought it would be kind of fun to do culinary school. 'Tis but a whim. And then we dehydrated the apples. Some people decided to put a little bit of cinnamon on it. If I were to go to culinary school, it would be a hard toss between baking and cooking. They're just, I don't know how many subclasses there are for culinary school. Like a pastry chef. Not sure if I want to do candy. Do something a little bit more substantial for your little tummy. It would be kind of cool. I've seen those candy making videos, and it just seems like super, super tough arm workouts. My arms. I have a big head and tiny little arms. I'm just not sure if we thought this through all the way. We have started on the third layer. Layer 3 of the abyss. Ooh, it got crunkly. It got scrunkly. Oh gosh. In Okinawa, there's what used to be the world's largest aquarium, Ocean Expo Park. We'd go there all the time. It's enormous, it's huge. And what's really cool is that in the giant tanks that house the let's see, whale sharks. Yes. Occasionally we would see one of the workers scuba diving in there to like clean the glass or clean out the pipes. I think that would be a pretty cool job. There was actually a point when I was a young little kid, I wanted to be a biologist or a veterinarian. I don't know if I can emotionally do a veterinary job. I'd like to be able to know what to do in emergencies and things like that, but I don't know about practicing. I just always thought it would be so cool to work alongside animals. There was actually a job position for a zoo close by, and or not close by. It's not close by. I forgot. Yeah, it's like at least an hour and a half drive away. It was very tempting, but it's like minimum wage and stuff. It would be so cool to work with animals though. Just like in a zoo setting. I have to do a snack break here in a sec, once all these leaves are done. I start to get a little shaky. And I don't have my food. It makes things like fasting really difficult. Because my mind thinks, oh no, I'm gonna die if I don't eat right now. It's like this primal hunger. You know? I don't like it. I wish I could fast. But yeah, we try to see like a doctor about it and stuff and say, yeah, it's nothing. Some people are just have a harder time with it. Like, okay. Oh, actually, we're almost done with the leaves. I don't know, you can probably see a little bit. Your local idiot, welcome back! Welcome back. It is good to see you. How are you doing? We are making Egyptian slash Afghan slash Middle Eastern slash I don't know what other regions, but we're making dolmas today. I'm gonna kick myself if that's the wrong word for it. I'm saying that over and over. Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, we're. Oh no! No! We are actually almost done with this part at least. Alright, gotta separate all these. This one's still workable. Stream seems on sync? Yes. So when it's live streaming from my phone, it's a lot faster. On my computer, there's a bit of a delay. On my phone, though, it's instantaneous. Almost instantaneous. Things are gooey. Looks like something your mom makes. Oh, very cool. What kinds of things does your mom make? Because if it's the same thing that I'm making, I'm like, am I doing this right? Ah, they're cabbage rolls. Yeah, if you don't have grape leaves, I have heard that you can do cabbage rolls, but I thought it would be cooler to do grape leaves. Ah. Oh, we are almost done. From one of the Skyrim foods is apple cabbage soup. And always thought that would be super interesting. I tried to look up the taste of it, and it says, well, it's cabbage soup, but it tastes like apples, and it's nice and sweet. I, for some reason, I don't like baked apple goods. Just something about the flavor and texture I just don't like. So I don't want to take that risk and make apple cabbage soup just to not want to eat it, you know? Oh, you gotta close the window. Storm's coming in. Storm's brewing. The other night, there was a storm coming in. We were like, oh man, we're starting to get some rain. Like, it was super, super windy. We get pretty windy, like, right before a storm, but this was something else. As we're closing the window, Ginger is, like, right up next to it, trying to get the last little breath in. But her fur was plastered to the sides of her face. She was squinting against the wind. It was hilarious. She just loves her fresh air. Normally she doesn't like wind, so I was a little surprised why she insisted to stick her face out as long as possible. Alright, this is that. Just a few more. Yay! If there's extra filling, I'm wondering if I can just put it on top. I kind of wish that it was safe enough to just keep the window open at night. You know? In Okinawa, they had a. It's not uncommon at all to see like these prison bars over windows and stuff. It's mostly for, I believe it's for typhoons, to protect against typhoons, but if you put those kinds of bars on windows here, it'd be like, what are you keeping in there? Who is in your basement? Kind of a thing. But it's like, it makes you feel so much safer when you open your window at night, you know? I like some modern home designs, but I don't quite understand, like, extremely large, just like so many windows where everyone outside can see what's going on inside. I like my privacy. Even though it looks cool on the outside and inside, just like everyone can see what's going on in there. It's just how we like it. Oh, last one, yay! Woohoo! How long did that take? Oh my goodness, just like an hour and a half. Oh. Hour 15. Content. Yay! Yeah, Yeah, I'm wondering, if we should just put this on the bottom, or no, it would be on the top, because when we flip this, I don't know. All right, let me try some. It's such an interesting blend of flavors. I don't think this is salvageable for food, so we're just gonna put it right there. These, I think we just plop in there. Let me go ahead and wash my hands and check the recipe real quick. My back. Okay, place the herb stems, if you have them, tomato slice or onion slices, and the grape leaf stems at the bottom. Oh, what? Oh, no. And rows, leaving no space in between. Okay, so I have to put everything on the bottom. Actually, we're gonna keep it like this so that when it flips over, the grape leaves will be on top, and that'll be a bit more stable than a whole bunch of meat on the top, you know? We're gonna do that. Such an interesting recipe. Let's, where's, yeah, what did I use this for? Hang on, let me think. It was for this recipe. I have like a whole bunch of like dirty dishes right here that is from this food. Maybe I should just get a fresh one. Alright. But I like keep a whole bunch of, there's like my trash bag. I obviously throw that away in the actual trash can afterwards, but yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and scoop all this in here. Sure, it tastes better all together. Oh wait, this is going to be at the bottom. Oh well, I'll just pack it down. Like this. And then put these on top, just kind of scatter. Does it need to be cut? I guess not. Because I don't know if these are like, kind of like bay leaves or cinnamon sticks where you need to take them out afterwards because they're so strong. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's wash my hands again. Oh boy. All right. Arrange stuffed grape leaves in rows, leaving no space in between. In a measuring cup, add stock and warm up in the microwave for just 30 seconds. Then add the tomato paste, lemon juice, and dissolve bouillon. Chicken broth. Yes. Wait, what? But we're already putting stock in there. 1 vegetable bouillon. Oh, okay. It's a bit more. We don't have bouillon, I don't think. Bouillon, so we're just gonna do some more chicken broth. I don't know if it's sacrilegious to put chicken broth with beef, but we're gonna do that. All right, 2.5 cups of warm vegetable stock and water, or water. Okay, so we're good. Again, this is what I do. I improvise as best as I can and hope for the best. All right, my cups, where'd they go? Probably scooch these. Scooching. Since these are room temperature, do we really need to make it warm again in the microwave? We'll follow the recipe. 2.5 cups. All right, 1. All right, I think this bowl is going to be a bit too small, so 2. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, let's just go ahead and heat that up. 2 cups, right there. Let's see. A tablespoon of lemon juice. We just pour it all in. Pour cooking liquids over. Okay. Alright. Lemon juice. It's a tablespoon and a half. Alright, tablespoon and a half. That's a little bit more than a half. It's okay. Shh. Alright, that's 2 cups. That's lukewarm. It said 30 seconds. I don't care about the wattage. We're doing this. Since the rice is already cooked, I think the reason why there's so much stock is for the rice to cook. So since it's already cooked, it's a little bit crunchy. We're just going to do just the 1 cup, or 2 cups. No, it's 2.5 cups, yes. All right, this will be cold. All right, we've already done the 1.5 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of tomato paste. Oh, I was supposed to mix it all together. That's probably why. Oh boy. Tomato paste is, I have a can, yeah, there we go. Opened can over here. Hiding. And a teaspoon. I was supposed to mix all these before putting them in, so I'm gonna like, drop them in. This is how I cook. It's chaotic. Come on. That should soak around, I guess. Okay. And then 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or ghee. We have olive oil. We're doing that. This is a very, very long recipe. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Also, sorry that the camera keeps moving. The chair it's not linoleum. It's kind of these fake wood planks. And it wasn't quite fitted correctly, so there's a little bit of sinking and rising. Alright, got 1. Go up top like that. And 2. All right, do microwave for 30 seconds. Look things over. When it starts to bubble, reduce heat and put a flat plate over the grape leaves. Okay. All right. This will be cooking for 75 to 90 minutes now. All right. Gotta bring it up to high. Oh my goodness. So many dishes. So many. I'm gonna start cleaning up a little bit. Alrighty. Put that in. Start putting all these things away. I've got a bit of tomato paste left over, so I'm gonna go just put like a plastic wrap over it. I might use it someday. Probably a bit too much. That's okay. And then I usually have like a rubber band. That kind of helps. Alrighty, well I think I'm gonna call that good. I'm just gonna cook that for 75 to 90 minutes, and yeah, I don't know if I'll be showing the results or whatever. Maybe check the Discord. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call that good for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye! Alright, end stream, yes.